cloud, there's a silver lining.
Right. Now, you know what happened? There's a lot of forgotten cars in the parking lot at the airport because people just left them there and just left. Mm-hmm. And of course, there are cars that are not paid in full and things like that. Good morning. These people, Diana in the UK and Roger and Diana. It's just a wonderful couple. These are all over the place.
I invited somebody, but they're on the road like most Americans seem to be.
Hi, good morning, everyone. We're having some internet issues here, so hopefully we'll stay on.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's why I'm on an iPad too, because I have no internet at all. So, and my apologies for having picked up this long weekend, because it's just the fact that a lot of people are on the move, and it's not in my head a long weekend. You know, that doesn't exist a long time ago for me. So, all right. So what I am going to do is I'm going to start the program, and I have some bullet point program. And what I was saying before is that what I want to do with this presentation is to maybe do it 1 or 2 more times so that we can polish it and have a really good product to unveil on the next membership month in August. So if you want to take notes of what things can get better into the program and how you think it would be more productive and useful for all of us. So there are no guests today, so that means that probably I can skip some things, but for the sake of the program, I'm just gonna continue with what I wanted to do. So good morning, everyone, and it's a good thing that I know everybody here, and hopefully next time there will be a lot of people that I don't know and that I will be looking forward to know. So that we can keep growing. So I was explaining to why the concept of an open house is because, first of all, this seems to be something that only Terra clubs can do. And I think that we can do our version of an open house. And maybe it's a good thing that today will be an intimate process so that the next time it would be a more solid presentation. So an open house is different from a club presentation or a Rotary presentation in the sense that my main purpose is really to touch on the human side of Rotary and to create more questions than answers in the sense of why we do the things we do, and leave the house to curiosity and to the question and answers, and probably establish a one-to-one opportunity that would have arisen from this presentation. So at this point, I just want to show you the first part of a video. It's a longer video, but I love this sense of showing that all the technicalities that we know about Rotary and all the structure that we know about Rotary really serve to carry out our humanitarian purpose. So I'm gonna just show the first minutes of this video.
Und das ist hier eine typische Notunterkunft. Na, hallo. Wir haben jetzt eine Infoveranstaltung hier über das deutsche Gesundheitssystem. Hi. Ich bin Pia Skarabis-Querfeld. Ich bin Ärztin und Rotarierin aus Berlin-Tiergarten. Ich denke, die wichtigste Motivation ist immer noch humanitär. Menschen zu helfen, die sonst durchs Raster fallen, denen sonst niemand hilft. habe das Projekt 2014 gestartet. Eigentlich wollte ich Kleidung abgeben in einer Turnhalle und habe dann dort kranke Kinder gesehen und habe gemerkt, diese Menschen brauchen viel mehr als nur Kleidung. Allein in Berlin im Jahr 2015 1000 Erkrankte. Da war es oft so, dass an bestimmten Hotspots einfach Ärzte hingegangen sind, wo man wusste, am Bahnhof oder am Lageso. Und zu der Zeit haben wir auch immer Leute gesucht, die organisieren. Es gab viele Ärzte, die helfen wollten, aber wenig Ärzte, die auch Verantwortung tragen wollten. Ich bin die Teamleiterin von ungefähr 120 bis 150 Freiwilligen, Ärzten, Kranken, Pflegepersonal und weiteren Helfern.
Das ist nicht zu vergleichen.
Es ist nicht zu vergleichen.
Vor 3 Jahren.
Nein. Wilhelm hat das Projekt ja von Anfang an sehr stark unterstützt. Wir waren dann in sehr engem Austausch, haben uns lange darüber unterhalten, denn uns war klar, dass das viel Arbeit sein würde und auch eine große Verpflichtung für die Zukunft. Ja, normalerweise kommen wir immer kaum. Ja, wie geht es? Wie heißt nochmal dein Freund?
Lena, ja. Wie geht es dir? Ja. Das ist viel Arbeit, ne?
Was brauchst du von Rotary noch im Augenblick an
ja,
Unterstützung?
Also ich denke, wir haben genug Ärzte und Krankenschwestern, aber was immer ein Problem ist, ist organisatorische Unterstützung. Da bleibt sehr viel an mir hängen. Also ich war erstaunt und berührt, wie viel Hilfe von den rotarischen Freunden kam in der Anfangsphase, wie viel die Freunde einfach zur Stelle waren, als man sie brauchte. Und Wilhelm war da auch sehr federführend.
Das hat gut funktioniert und ich glaube, das ist auch eine wesentliche Sache von Rotary, dass man die Freunde anspricht, dass man ihnen sagt, dass man sie braucht.
All right, so let me see. I cannot find my stop sharing thing. Here we go. Wait, sorry. All right, cool. So I think that it was this video really resumes a lot of the message that I wanted to approach this session with. The fact that it's not just about money, and that's probably one of the things that make Rotary very special and a very different organization. What we can bring to a community. If you see these people were all doctors, and they certainly have the skills and the treasures and the talents, but they couldn't organize themselves. And it was interesting that this is one of the things that what Rotary brought to their table. So we can expand our mind on what we can do in terms of touching our communities. Another big word in that presentation was future, the fact that we don't do things just to take people out of a small emergency, but to ensure that for the rest of the community or in the long term, this whatever the problems are, they can resolve in a way that are what we like to say, in a sustainable way. So I think it's only 3 minutes, but these 3 minutes really capture that, and also capture the fact that we are here, but because we are part of Rotary, the work that is done in Berlin is the work of Rotary, and all of us are part of that by the fact that we contribute to the foundation, which is how these things are also possible in a way. So any comments or any questions? Yes, Roger.
Hopefully I'll stay online. I think the other thing that came out of that video, which is also very important, is the fact that we are not a single, we are a single entity, but the idea of cooperating with other people with similar aims, goals, and that together Rotary with these other people, whatever it is that much more powerful. And I think we need to always bear in mind, whenever we think of doing a project, it probably isn't a unique project. It probably isn't the first time someone's done something like that. So let's see if there's somebody else who's doing something similar, and maybe together there's a synergy that the two of us are actually now become the power of three people, rather than reinventing ourselves and being almost in competition with similar entities, when in fact we should actually be working together. And I think that video showed that. You had doctors who wanted to help. Rotary couldn't supply doctors, but together we actually made it work. Individually we wouldn't.
Right. And the fact that this person was probably like all of us, she was already a Rotarian at heart. She went to drop off some clothes and she couldn't walk away without doing something about what she saw. And really, this is the kind of new members I am dying to have here. It's just the people that cannot walk from what they see. And that takes us a little bit to our Rotary, one of our newest Rotary things, we're people of action. And if in the case that there wouldn't have been people that have not seen that before, I just would like to show you that this is how Rotary showcase itself. And I would be at this moment just passing through the